Thank you for staying with us here on THV 11 Plus. For Arkansas News Now, I'm Ashley King with meteorologist Nathan Scott with some beautiful weather. We saw some chilly temperatures, but I love the sunshine.
You're still chilly. I see that blanket.
I know,
She has
I'm
a blanket
my
underneath her right now.
down here. You're telling on me.
I mean, it is chilly in the studio sometimes.
The studio is a little cold.
I think it feels okay, but I have the suit jacket on. So it was cold out there this morning. We start off the day in the teens and 20s, but that is going to be history, at least for a while, because we're going in a warmer trend over the next few days. Here is what's happening out there right now. We've got lots of sunshine. There have been a few clouds floating by, primarily to the east. Numbers across the region, it's 46 in the capital city, but 53 in DeQueen, 50 in El Dorado. So you see that warmer air trying to push its way in from the southwest. If we can go over to graphics now, 34 is the temperature in Jonesboro. So the wind chill at Jonesboro, it feels like 26. Meanwhile, it feels like 39 in Searcy. Your hour-by-hour forecast will hang on to mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Temperatures today topping out into the mid-50s here in central Arkansas, low to mid-60s in southwest Arkansas, northeast Arkansas staying into the 40s. Tonight, we drop down into the mid-30s. There could be some locations that reach freezing, but look what happens tomorrow. Spring, is that you? It's going to feel like it out there. Calling for a high of 80 degrees in Arkadelphia. Now, we do have some cooler weather to arrive here on Saturday. We're on the complete weekend forecast coming up.
Thank you, Nathan. Amber Waterman, the woman accused of killing a pregnant mother and her unborn baby, has also pleaded guilty. State prosecutors say Waterman used a fake Facebook profile to lure Ashley Bush to a meeting in Benton County back in 2022, then kidnapped and killed her to take the child. Waterman is already serving a life sentence on federal charges, and today she received 2 more life sentences without parole, but it ends the state's pursuit of the death penalty in the case.
In some states, people sentenced to life can parole. Arkansas is not one of those states. So in Arkansas, life means life. And I think the only thing that would get her out would be a casket or a pardon.
Ashley Bush's family read their victim impact statements in front of Waterman before guards removed her back to her cell in restraints. Judge Brad Karen offered words to Bush's family at the end of the hearing, making it clear his sentencing is final and Amber Waterman will never be free again. After the hearing, the family spoke at a press conference to answer media questions and share their side of the story. Morgan Wrigley relays what they finally had to say after years of shuttling between state and federal court.
She brought us joy every time she came around. Silly, goofy, whatever. Going on vacations. My wife, my other daughter, her singing as loud as they can, totally off key.
These are the memories Ashley Bush's family is holding on to.
She was just a carefree kid, and she grew up into a mom that was all about her kids.
They're remembering who she was and the happy time she shared with her family.
Ashley's younger sister, Julie, she always referred to Ashley as Atchie. That was her nickname for her, and it always brings me back to just when we were kids growing up. And so I don't like to call her Ashley anymore. I call her what Julie calls her, just to remember those childlike memories.
While they say there's no truly satisfying end to a case like this, after almost 3.5 years of mourning the loss of Ashley and reliving a nightmare, it is time to move on.
It feels like this is a step that we needed to take to move forward and to live the rest of our lives with Ashley as a remembrance of good things, not waking up, flipping on your phone, the first thing you see is Amber's face. Pretty much the last face we want to see. This exactly is why we're moving forward. It's time to quit reliving this.
Through it all, they leaned on their faith and the support of their community.
We live in a little town here close, and they've been behind us 100%, let alone Josh and his crew.
And they say this plea agreement was about choosing healing.
This is how we take back some authority, and we don't give up on Ashley by doing this. We know that this is what she would want for our family, to have peace and healing moving forward.
After weeks of tough hits from the government shutdown to SNAP disruptions and winter weather, the Arkansas Food Bank got a big and badly needed boost today, a massive food donation. A semi-truck packed with 40,000 pounds of food rolled up to the warehouse donated by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Inside, dozens of high-quality, shelf-stable foods that will head straight to families across 33 counties. CEO Brian Burton called the timing perfect, pointing to surveys showing thousands facing food insecurity every day. Arkansas is another state where protests are happening. A group of high school students walked out of class in Little Rock to protest immigration enforcement. About 100 students gathered at East Elm High School in Little Rock Wednesday. Another group of roughly 40 left campus and marched through downtown. Little Rock police accompanied the students, saying their focus was keeping everyone safe. The students chanting and waving signs, many using whatever materials they could find, all had a common goal of getting their message out.
It's never wrong to stand up for what you think is right and speak your mind and make sure you get your point across. You have rights.
We've seen white people, black people, Hispanic people, Asian people. We've seen everybody. We've seen everybody get affected by this.
While different districts respond in different ways, school leaders are making expectations clear. Bryant Schools say it's aware of online posts promoting a similar walkout today, but says it does not endorse protest and expects students to stay in class. East Elm CEO says the school takes no position on the protest itself, but supports students' interest in democracy. And under the Arkansas Access Act, students who take part in political protest are not eligible for excused absences. At Little Rock Central High School, parents were told that a brief demonstration took place Wednesday during a scheduled fire drill. Administrators described it as orderly, supervised, and non-disruptive. And the recent release of millions of pages of evidence from the Jeffrey Epstein investigation is drawing attention all over the world. This goes beyond new evidence of the sex abuser's friendship with King Charles' brother, Andrew. The scandal is also forcing Britain's prime minister to answer tough questions about his leadership. Lee Canary has more from London.
Andrew Mountbatten Windsor moved out of his royal lodge Monday, stripped of his home and royal titles for his association with Jeffrey Epstein and accusations of sexual abuse that he denies. Last weekend's release made these photos public. Andrew crouched over a female on the floor in Epstein's New York home and appears to confirm this infamous photo of Andrew with Virginia Giuffre as real. Now, UK police are investigating allegations from a second woman who claims Epstein sent her to the UK for a sexual encounter with Andrew in 2010.
My mother would be proud.
British authorities are also investigating this former UK lawmaker, Lord Peter Mandelson, for alleged abuse of public office, after the latest release posted photos of him and emails he sent to Epstein sharing confidential, market-sensitive information while in a government position. Prime Minister Keir Starmer made Mandelson the ambassador to the U.S. last year, and this morning he's apologizing to victims.
Sorry that so many people with power failed you. Sorry for having believed Mandelson's lies and appointed him.
Mandelson spoke to the BBC last month, denying any wrongdoing.
But there were no girls on that island when I was there.
But victims like Ashley Rubright want accountability in America, too.
I would go as far as to say the leaders in the past 5 administrations should be brought in and questioned. There has definitely not been enough accountability. Absolutely not.
Accountability is what's being demanded here in Westminster and beyond as the files reveal Epstein's connections all over the world. In fact, Poland is investigating possible links between Epstein and Russian authorities to determine whether he could have been working as a spy. Lee Canary, CBS News, London.
Coming up, one Nevada man shows how he likes to give back to his community through dance. We'll show you after the break. Welcome back. Medical schools are increasingly turning to artificial intelligence to train future doctors. See how one university is using avatars to teach herbal remedies and mannequins that simulate patients in an emergency room.
I am Dr. Layla, a specialist in medicinal plants.
These students are learning about traditional medicine, but the way they're learning is anything but traditional.
Can you tell me again what are the consequences? Dizziness, nausea. There are several types with Ceylon cinnamon.
Dr. Layla is one of a number of AI-powered systems developed in-house at Dubai Medical University.
It's commonly used in traditional medicine and cooking. Its seeds and leaves are both utilized.
Can I ask you about vinegar?
The knowledge used to train Dr. Layla comes from the university's own textbooks, substituting both those textbooks and the need for a teacher.
So the students enjoy the fact that rather than going to the textbook or spending hours doing their research, they can come and consult Dr. Layla, and Dr. Layla's knowledge is all controlled and verified here in the university.
This school's push to harness AI extends from its greenhouse to its emergency room, where the stakes are high.
My head is pounding and throbbing.
He's unconscious. Andrew, we're gonna take you to get an x-ray done now. Now we're being put in a real life scenario. We have to act as real life doctors. We need to know exactly what we're doing without making a single mistake in front of the patient.
Andrew, like all AI systems, can make mistakes.
There are risks of hallucination, as all artificial intelligence systems have, but we are more controlling it in this sense.
Any shortcomings of AI hasn't slowed its adoption at this university.
Some studies suggest it may help manage blood sugar levels.
For now, it's transforming the student experience. Kamal Afzali, CBS News, London.
Good afternoon, Arkansas. I'm meteorologist Nathan Scott. 18 years ago, in 2008, we had a terrible situation take place across parts of the state. It was a EF4 tornado, the longest track recorded in Arkansas, as it made its way from Centerville through Atkins, Cleveland, Clinton, Mountain View, Zion, and right along the border of Arkansas and Missouri. It was on the ground for 122 miles, and 13 people lost their lives during that Super Tuesday outbreak. That's because temperatures warmed up into the 70s. We had a storm system make its way through. And yes, we can get some nasty, severe weather this time of year. Fortunately, none of that is expected over the next several days. But we need rain. And here's the current drought monitor that came out this morning, along with the deficits that continue to add up since the 1st of December. And we have over 5 1/3 here in Little Rock, over 6 1/3 in Pine Bluff, and even higher than that in El Dorado. This red area, that is extreme drought taking place now. And then this maroon area, that is exceptional drought. That's the top tier level when it comes to a drought situation. Unfortunately, not much rain is anticipated over the next few days. Our next best chance of rain holds off until Tuesday night, and into Wednesday. And right now, not everybody is going to see rain according to the latest information. But let's talk about tomorrow, because it's going to be perfection out there. A true taste of spring, temperatures soaring into the low to mid 70s. We cool things down on Saturday as a weak front makes its way through for tomorrow night, but then we start to warm things back up second half of the weekend, the big game. You probably want to fire up the barbecue on Sunday, as highs will be into the mid, possibly upper 60s. Fast forward, this long-range European for Tuesday doesn't show much until we get later in the day, and through the overnight hours, that chance of some light rain starts to build its way in. Some model information says it's going to happen Tuesday. Other information says Tuesday night and continues into Wednesday. So right now, during the daylight hours, we're going with a 20% chance on Tuesday into Wednesday. Hang on to that chance Thursday. A more significant system arrives here Friday and potentially into Saturday. This will have a better opportunity of giving us a widespread soaking rain across the region. We'll have to watch it closely, because where this low pressure sets up will determine on how much warm air we get in advance of it, and if there's a potential that we could see some strong storms. Right now, I think the chance is low, but something will be keeping you updated over the next several days as we get closer to the event. 37 tonight, clear, not as cold. No chance of a refreeze or any black ice here in central Arkansas. Spring fever warning in effect on your Friday. Lots of sunshine, temperatures well into the 70s. Southwest Arkansas, parts of South Arkansas, the mercury could hit 80 degrees. Your 7-day forecast, lots of 60s and 70s will be happening across the region. Nighttime lows, really not too bad. You won't need a winter coat or a jacket once we get into next week, because the lows only dropping down to the upper 40s to lower 50s.
Oh, I like that forecast, Nathan. Well, the owner of a Nevada dance studio says he is living his dream, sharing his love for dance with others and offering classes to everyone, no matter their financial situation. Talia Kirkland spoke with him to learn more.
I was a boy that kids bullied me. I was locked in the bathroom. I was called different names. 5, 6, 7, let's go up.
Tyrell Roll says he knew by the age of 8 that he wanted to be a dancer. And by 17, the Florida native had left home to pursue his dreams.
I did Miami City Ballet, The Lion King. I did Cirque du Soleil as a principal as well. Missy Elliott, Mariah Carey.
Performing across the country, Roll was at the height of his career when he decided to take on his biggest project yet, opening a nonprofit dance studio in North Las Vegas where students, regardless of their finances, could train.
It was my mission, it's my passion, it's my destiny to be able to reach young boys and girls and give them a platform and give them a place, a safe place to be able to express themselves through the arts.
The studio opened in 2016 with just a handful of students. By 2024, the city of North Las Vegas awarded Studio 305 with a $150,000 grant to expand programming, and now 10 years later, classes are full.
We also get a lot of amazing opportunities, like we get to go to competitions and do big showcases.
Students are traveling to compete and learning from professional choreographers.
I really love being here, because especially meeting new people.
15-year-old Emmanuel has been dancing at the studio for a little more than a year and told us he has grown as a dancer, but more importantly, as a person.
I do have this dream of me dancing on Broadway and then maybe transitioning to a ballet company and then maybe opening my own studio.
Roll says he has created the space he always wanted, and now watching his students thrive is his biggest accomplishment.
I'm gonna keep being their #1 fans because I see the light shine.
Well, yesterday was National Signing Day, a day that has in many ways seen its standing diminished a little bit in the world of the transfer portal, early signing periods and all that. But to our local high school stars who signed yesterday, still an incredible achievement. Congratulations to everyone. You want to see how different things look, though? Look up in Jonesboro. The Red Wolves added 33 football players on signing day yesterday. Just one of them was a high schooler. Now, Butch Jones did have 20 high school players sign early as part of this class. And between them and the transfers, it's all about that ability to get to campus early.
The exciting thing is, of those 59 players we signed, 48 are on campus right now, going through our strength and conditioning program.
Up in Conway, the Bears welcome 42 new players as their class of 2026. And again, 22 of those guys already get to be on campus.
Yeah, we're in a good spot. I mean, we spent a lot of time and effort over the last month and a half on, one, retention, retaining some of the players that are currently on our roster, but two, trying to fill our roster with immediate.
A stork in upstate New York is in need of a vacation after delivering an extra heavy load. Jessica and John Lotbrine live in Buffalo. Jessica had quintuplets on December 18th. Mason, Holly, Layla, Stefan, and Connor were roughly 2 pounds each at birth, but now all the kids have doubled their weight. Jessica and John are already thinking about how they will manage so many babies.
You go to a park when they're a little older and somebody approaches you. Oh, which one's yours? That's all of them.
Everyone asks the car situation.
People are talking about maybe possibly getting a bus.
Doctors say the family's 5 new arrivals are breathing well and are in good shape. They still need a little more time in the NICU before they can go home, but when they do, they'll be greeted by their older siblings, Hannah and Brooke. So a total of 7 kids
Wow.
for this family.
They're going to be enlisting their family's help, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure they're going to need
Brothers, sisters, y'all need to pitch in. Grandparents.
Yeah, that's a lot of babies to have to change diapers.
Ooh.
And 1 is a lot, much less 5.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to be out and about this weekend, it's going to be perfect out there. Friday, a little bit cooler on Saturday. Sunday, 67. Everybody's going to be packed in the car wash. And next week still looks unseasonably warm, highs into the mid to upper 60s. We'll introduce small chance of rain Tuesday through Thursday. I think those rain chances will be going up later next week.
Could you imagine trying to go on a walk tomorrow with 5 babies and all
No
just strollers?
way. No.
A lot of people are going to be out tomorrow, though, trying to enjoy that sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining us on Arkansas News Now. Keep it here. More to come on THV 11 Plus.